It wasn't all that long ago that we were talking about a Golf GTI that had a 2-litre turbo with 197 brake horsepower. But now, with this new Polo GTI, that's exactly what we've got, but in a smaller car. That GTI comparison is actually quite an interesting one, because whereas the Hot Golf has always been a bit of a halo car for VW, souped up versions of the Polo Super Mini haven't worn the iconic badge quite so well. So, what's this one like?
Well, thanks to the car's MQB chassis, it feels remarkably like a Golf to drive, which is to say it's capable and composed rather than raucous like some of the best hot hatches. The car we're in here has the optional Sport Select chassis, which adds adaptive dampers, and also on the optional 18-inch alloy wheels, even though we're on smooth Spanish roads, the ride feels acceptable, like there's a decent level of compliance in the car. There's also a lot of grip, so if you want to pick apart a B road, this car's really well equipped to do that. There is a but though, and that's to do with the powertrain, because although the engine's a known quantity, 197 brake horsepower, this car's got the 6-speed DSG box, and while the dual clutch transmission shifts sweetly, it's a little bit clunky round town, and it just removes that final level of involvement that you want from the best hot hatchbacks.
Alongside the 2-litre turbo's 197 bhp, there's 320 Nm of torque, produced from as low as you'd ever need it at 1500 rpm. The Polo sustains this shove until 4,400 rpm, where the peak power kicks in, so technically it's very good, even if it could do with a proper limited slip diff. Despite scrabbling a bit for traction, 0 to 62 takes 6.7 seconds and it'll hit 147 miles per hour. And maybe not at the same time, but a claim of 47.9 mpg is pretty good. It's got a 351 litre boot, which isn't actually that far away from the Golf's 380 litres, while there's plenty of room inside and it offers all the tech and more special GTI touches that you could want. But while you want all of these features from a hot hatch, fun still has to be at the forefront of the package.
We've also spent some time on track, and even when there's a little bit more space to let the Polo run free, it still isn't the most exciting car. Don't get me wrong, it's extremely competent, but it does feel like VW's engineers have just reined things in a little bit so it doesn't step on the toes of its bigger brother, the Golf GTI. In every measurable way, the Polo GTI is a better car than its predecessor. But is that how you really should measure a hot hatch?
Probably not. If you want one car to do many things, with the performance, image and practicality that the best hot hatches should deliver, the Polo GTI ticks those boxes. However, it just doesn't leave you buzzing, and with a new Ford Fiesta ST on the way, that could be a problem for the Polo. Click the video window on the left to watch the old Polo GTI in a track battle with the Mini Cooper S, and the window on the right for a walk around the new VW T-Roc SUV. And don't forget to click on the Auto Express logo to subscribe.